Hey, Kobe, offensively, you guys are really hot there for a while. 19 assists. What was difference with just the flow and the ball movement and kind of just making the right plays compared to previous games?
I think that's just something we preach day in and day out. In the previous games, I think we just got away from it, and obviously we've shown all year that when we do move the ball, we get the shots that we want. So I think we just stuck with it tonight and stayed consistent and committed to it, and it worked in our favor.
Chris Bassinet.
Kobe, what were you guys telling each other in the huddles there the last 8 minutes as you're trying to close that out and Penn State's cutting in the lead? I know Coach Hoiberg and Derek said you guys stayed together pretty well. Did you see that? And what were you guys kind of saying to each other?
Yeah, definitely saw it. I think we just kept positive energy. We just kept telling each other, finish the game. They went on a little run, I think, because we got stagnant offensively and, took some shots at the end of a shot clock that weren't great. Didn't move the ball as well for maybe, 1 or 2 minute stretch. I think that's how they, cut into that lead. But it came down to getting stops. So that's really what we were preaching in the huddle. Derek was talking, telling us, if we get stops, we don't have to worry about the offensive end. We know what we need to do on that end, but just get stops and understand who we're guarding.
All right, Sam McEwen.
Kobe, it seemed like you were more aggressive tonight on offense and it paid off. What have coaches been telling you about trusting your offense a little bit more, and why were you willing to do that tonight?
I think, just coming in and giving us a spark, in any sort of way, whether it's defensively, offensively, whatever case may be. And Coach Hoiberg and all the assistants continue to tell me, stay confident, stay ready. No matter how many minutes I'm out there, be sure that I'm a threat on the offensive end, and obviously continue to take pride in my defense.
Thank you.
All right, Michael Bruns.
Kobe, you guys have had Derek on the floor now for a few games. What's he kind of meant to you guys, not only on defense like he did today, but also just having kind of a veteran presence on offense for you guys too?
I think he's a guy that we can rely on to help us move the ball. Derek's a very unselfish player, so we've seen it throughout his games that he's played. When we get back cuts, when we move like we're supposed to, we can really play off of him. He catches the ball at the top of the key a lot, or even inside the 3-point line, and we can cut and move. And he's a very willing passer, and he's very precise on his passes. So I think we'll continue to do that.
All right, Jacob Adia.
How important do you think the bench is going to be, you guys coming off the bench here with this back-to-back coming up at the tail end of this long stretch of games?
Very important. I think the bench has been important all year, whether, it doesn't matter how many minutes you play, the bench is always important because we don't have those fans. That was something we preached since day one, make sure that we have the most energy in the gym. But I definitely think, the bench is going to play a major role. Guys are going to get banged up, fatigue is going to set in sometimes. So I think we're all ready to come off the bench and give a spark in any way we can.